wanted to do, like Kidpreneur. That's her business, and teach
You
kids.
remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. We had a whole
Just
kid
kidding. The phone number, everything.
sitting. Yeah, it was our magazine, and we had a whole kid day at the studio. We always wanted to do it, but then I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, what could I do while I'm healing for this stroke? And I'm like, you know what? I need to get back on my art game, because I just been doing like, abstract, big wall art, luxury art. And I'm like, well, I could do something for kids. Oh man, my character. I could finally work on that. So I went and said, let me start getting this together. Let me start. I found the old picture that I had did, and I threw that into Chat GPT, and I said, hey, I want this character made just like it, such, such. And it came real close. So I was like, oh, you know what? I like that. So she was just like a little girl. I've always pictured her as someone like Dora the Explorer, but her name is Pretty Brown. So she'll be going through adventures, and she'll be teaching little young, black girls or whoever wanna, watch her stuff. But it's mainly for little black girls to do things. Like this first one is Pretty Brown making cupcakes in coffee mugs. So that's why it's called Pretty Brown's Yummy Adventure. She's like 5 years old. From 4 to 6, as you're looking at it. And what my fiance said was pretty dope. What I was doing is a children's book. I'm doing a children's book, and then Will inspired me because I was on Zoom with him the other day, and he was, getting in my butt teaching me. He was throwing stuff at me, and I was just catching it. And he inspired me, and he didn't even know it, to do coloring pages. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do me a coloring. Oh, I'm gonna do Pretty Brown. And then I could shorten the book, because the book is about 32 pages, but the coloring page is like 10. And I'm like, okay, well, let me shorten the story to a short, like the coloring pages I have is a story. If you go through it, it's her story. It starts off right here with her thinking about the cupcakes with the light bulb right there. And then it goes with her running in the kitchen. And then it goes with her mixing stuff up. So everything that I do is going to be her story. Because I'm looking for her to be at Walmart. I'm looking for her to be on Backpack. I'm looking for her to be on Lunch Pails. I'm looking for her to take over, teaching. Like I was saying earlier, my fiance was like, well, why don't you do something at the end of the book for something special for the girls? Like, what you mean? She said she making cupcakes. Put a recipe that the little girls can make with their moms at the end of the book. I was like, wow, that's dope. That's dope. So at the end, it got easy recipes for little girls that they can make a cupcake in a coffee mug.